Hi guys, welcome back to Foliage Loft. My name is Liam. So today I'm going to talk about this humidifier. This is the Honeywell HCM-350 Cool Mist Humidifier. I'm going to discuss the pros and cons of this humidifier and whether you should purchase this to help your houseplants through the winter. In the wintertime, when temperatures are at or below zero, there's very little evaporation going on, and therefore the humidity levels are much lower overall. And if you have a heating system in your home, like a furnace or a radiator system, this can exacerbate the problem even further. And this can lead to having very little humidity inside the air in your home. This is bad news for you, your skin, and your houseplants. I picked up this humidifier back in October, about 3 months ago, and I purchased it on sale for about $80. And overall, I'm pretty happy with its performance. First, I'm going to talk about some things that I do like about the HCM-350. First off, and the number one thing that I was looking for, was functionality. So when the humidifier is not running in my home, I'm typically around 20% relative humidity, which is quite low, and some of my plants would probably suffer in that environment. But when I have this Honeywell humidifier running, typically my humidity levels are about 50 to 60%, which is pretty much ideal. So today I left the humidifier off for about an hour, and I set my hygrometer on top of it and turned the humidifier back on. And you can see in this shot, which I've sped up a little bit, but in about 10 minutes, the humidity level shot up about 10%. So you can just see how quickly it takes effect. And it does seem that 60% is about the upper limit that you'll be able to see with the humidifier on its highest setting. And another thing I really like about the HCM-350 is the really large tank size. So this tank is about 4 liters or about 1 gallon. And the user manual does say that this should last you about 24 hours before you have to refill the tank. Now I found that really only have to fill this up once every 2 days, which is even better. I'm out of the house a lot. I work about 50 hours a week most weeks, so it's nice to know that if I do forget to fill it up, it's probably still going to have some water in it when I come home from work or into the next day. And obviously the less I have to fill up a humidifier, the better. And next, let's talk about the design. So the design of the humidifier is actually very, very simple. There's only one moving part from what I can see, and that's the fan that will suck the water from the tray below up into the room. So it does seem like there's very little that can go wrong with this unit because it is so simple. And to me, that's great. It means it's going to be reliable, and if it does break, it's a very simple fix. Now, in terms of aesthetics, I'd say this thing looks pretty good. I actually do like some of these swooping curved lines on this unit. Actually kind of gives it a bit of a modern and futuristic look, which is pretty nice. I think they definitely put some thought into the design. A lot of humidifiers are just kind of a plain plastic looking tank. So it is overall, it's pretty nice looking. I think it would have been nice to have some different color options. As far as I know, this unit's only available in white, which does make it kind of stand out a little bit too much in my opinion. It would have been nice to have maybe a black option or like a dark gray, but yeah, still pretty good looking. I think the simplicity of the design also makes it really easy to clean, which is great. So you simply remove the tank, you lift off the white plastic housing, and that reveals the tray underneath. Along with the filter. So you can just easily take the filter and the tray over to the sink and easily clean them up. And you can see here that the filters are replaceable, which is great. I'm still using the filter that came with the unit, so I've had it for about 3 months. It's a little stained right now just from all the hard water that I put through this unit. The hard water in my area is just crazy. It actually doesn't say in the manual how often you should replace the filter. I'm guessing probably, maybe once or twice a year. So the other great feature about this humidifier is that it has a built-in germ-killing functionality. There is a UV system inside, and it'll kill 99.9% of viruses, bacteria, mold, and fungus. So it'll make sure that the water that's being evaporated and into your home will be totally clean and safe. Obviously, I have no way of testing this feature. I'm just a plant nerd, not a scientist. Now, I don't think this humidifier is perfect, so here are a few things that I don't like about this unit. So first off, this thing is kind of big, so if you do have a small condo or a small apartment or room that you're working with, you might want to look for something that's a little bit smaller and a little bit sleeker. So to kind of deal with the size, I just keep it tucked away in the very bottom shelf of my plant shelf. There is one missing feature on this unit. A lot of humidifiers nowadays will have a built-in hygrometer, which will tell you on a display on the unit what the actual humidity in the room is. And some of these devices will also have a turn off function. So once your humidity levels get to say 60%, the humidifier will shut off and then it will turn back on again once more humidity is needed. This unit does not have that feature. So it's either it's on or it's off, and that's it. You do have some options for the fan speed on this unit. So there are 3 different fan speeds. A low, medium, and a high. And obviously the higher the fan speed, the quicker the humidity levels will rise. I do find the highest fan speed just a little bit too loud. So if you're watching TV or you're having a conversation, it's just a little bit too loud in the background. So in this shot, you can see I set up my Apple Watch with the decibel reader. So you can see the different readings for the different settings, and you can see there is quite a big difference between each one, and the loud setting is quite loud. And another thing I'll mention, it's not really a pro or a con, but this is an invisible mist humidifier, so it's not an ultrasonic humidifier where you'll see these big clouds of mist kind of floating out. You will not ever see any kind of mist coming out of this machine. It's totally invisible. So I think that the big clouds of mist from some of the ultrasonic humidifiers can look pretty cool, especially if you're going for kind of a jungle look. But I also kind of like the subtlety of this invisible mist too. I would definitely recommend this unit for your house plans, and it's also going to provide some benefits for you as well. So I have noticed that I've had less dry skin and less chapped lips and less sore throats this winter. So I think the added moisture in the house has been a great benefit to me as well. And of course, your plants are going to absolutely love the added humidity, and that's the most important thing. This humidifier is simple, it's dependable, and it works well. I've been really happy with it, and I expect it to continue working for years to come. If you found this video helpful in any way, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.